Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester LTIDtv
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
LTIDtv, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
Right, Chris.
All right there, all right at the back. How the devil are we all? We should have been watching a match tonight. And I tell you something though, I mean, I know we hadn't got enough players for the Premier League, but if we put the team out that we put out against Watford at the weekend, I think we might have beaten Everton. I really do. Maybe that's the way forward. And I do want to say something, that my comments in last night's stream about a certain number 27 was actually meant to be about a certain number 17. Brad will get it, I'm sure. But it was nice to see the youngsters at least were putting an effort in. This is Leicester. This is LTIDtv. You can catch us on Facebook, and if you're watching on, listening on catch up on our podcast, thank you so much. Spotify, Apple iTunes, and of course Google and or your favourite podcast platform. This is where we are.
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform. Or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Indeed, that is where we are. A few comments to get started. Apparently, there's 50 points up for grab. Apparently, in the description to start with, I'd put 50 pints. And I think that is wishful thinking. I certainly know one of the contestants here probably wishes he could drink 50 pints to get over his nerves. But I did correct it. It was LDH. Good evening, sir. And he did say not a dry January then. No, I think we can definitely say that. Daniel Rawlinson, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? Welcome along. And welcome along to our newest member. And again, thank you very much for that, Doug. And he'll be joining me quite a few Monday nights now, as joining me to co-host the weekend review show. So looking forward to that, Doug. Thanks for doing that. So we've got a quiz. Nothing beats a good sports quiz, does it? It's a Leicester quiz. So all the questions are about Leicester City. Hopefully all the answers, therefore, will be about Leicester City. If not, I need to take my cards back and get a refund. Also, you can join in. If you want to join in, by all means, please do. You can comment in the comments. I've set it up so that the contestants can't see the answers. We know who tries that on, don't we? Lee, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? And Alfie's not playing. No, he's cried off at the last minute. So we have brought a substitute on. we have our very own version of I Always Say Perez is on tonight. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm thinking this might be Craig. Good evening. He's come on to check the format because, of course, the thing is the winner stays on, but we will come on to the rules in 1 second. So it's Daniel versus Brad, and we'll bring them both straight in after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
Good evening, gentlemen. How the devil are you?
Evening, Chris. I'm all right.
Where's Brad?
There's Brad. He should be there.
I'm bouncing all over the place, mate.
Terry said he's already here. Now, no texting either of them with the answers, Terry. And looking forward to being on your show again tomorrow, Daniel. Doug, thank you very much for inviting me on. So this is it. It is a new quiz. This is the first time we've done it. This is the pilot episode. I'm me, so this could all go tits up. It really could. But let me just go through the rules. Believe it or not, we do have rules. We may not stick to them, but we do have rules. Here we go then. Let me just, so it's basically, like I said before, it's Leicester City against Leicester City. Players must be on cam. So we know that, you know, Daniel has shut his Foxes and Fossils book up. We've got 10 categories and we'll go through those. There's 5 questions each, and basically we will go down the 5 questions. So there's a maximum on each topic. There's a maximum 5 points you can get. But if you get one wrong, you only score the points that you've already got. So if you get the first question wrong, basically you get nothing. If you get the 4th question wrong, you get 3 points. There's no lifelines, no asking me, no phone a friend. First answer has got to be accepted, so don't shout out an answer. Or if you're thinking of an answer, don't say it in your head because I will accept that. You can be timed out, only at the moment because 50 questions, we could be here tomorrow night, like I say, at this rate. So is that all clear, gentlemen?
Yep, sounds
I think it's a bit less complicated than Ant and Deck's new quiz. I was trying to watch that the other day, and I think you need a degree just to watch it. Right. I did a toying cost for you both earlier, and that's what I was telling my wife it was. And Daniel won. So Daniel's going to go first, and Brad will go second. So what I'm going to do, Brad, is I'm going to take you out, pardon the expression, take you out, and I'll bring you back in when it is your turn.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. Oh, you did say good luck then, Daniel.
Okay.
So,
I'll need it.
Here we go. So the first section is recent players, or recent stroke current players. And the reason I put recent is, of course, it's a little bit old, so they might not still be with us, or things may well have changed. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that is going over. There we go. Okay, so recent players. Here we go. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Andrew says he thought Mastermind was complicated. I'm trying to pre-think anything that might go wrong, which is fatal because it means everything will do, especially the day that Daniel's had today. Let's hope no more disasters for you, Daniel. Right. So, question number 1 on current players: which recent player, or which Leicester player has the most caps for Leicester City as of the end of the 18-19 season? So I think what it means is which player of the modern era, if you like,
played the most international games.
Has played the most international matches. Yes.
Kasper Schmeichel, as a guess.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
I'm probably wrong. But...
You'd have. I'm sorry. Apparently it was Andy King.
What?
For Wales, I know. Yes, you would have thought Wales would have qualified as an international team, would you? But
you wouldn't. Well, it's over to Brad then. Bring it
over to Brad, who's probably coming in a bit earlier than he thought. I will bring you back in a second, young man. Brad, sir.
I tell you what, Chris, I was using my whiteboard that I infamously brought just in case it was a multiple choice quiz, right? And I wrote down Casper. I'm not going to lie, I wrote down Casper. As soon as you started saying the name, I was like, of course, Wales didn't think about Andy King, how long he served.
No. And it was up to the end of the 18-19 season.
Yeah.
So what Casper's got in the last couple of years didn't count. I'm sure that doesn't make Danny feel any better at all. But let's see how you get on, sir. Right. Who was the most expensive signing in the 2019-2020 summer transfer window?
Oh, the summer transfer window.
Yeah. So the most expensive signing in the 1920 summer transfer window.
I'm useless with transfer memory. Kalichi.
Oh, you will kick yourself. Who scored a lovely goal today, by the way, for Nigeria in AFCON. But it was Yuri Tillemans.
Oh, yeah, because he was on loan in January. Yeah, that's because I wanted to say someone else, but it was a January signing, and it was earlier than that anyway, the one I was thinking. But
so you, unfortunately, as well get a...
That's a good question.
This could be a quick question. This could be a quick quiz. Has anybody got any plans? Who's hosting the after quiz drinks? We're on our way round. Apparently, if you believe the papers, it's Boris Johnson. But there we go. Right. So, Danny, here we go then.
I had no idea, Brad, either of that one. To be fair.
It does take a little bit of thinking about. I mean, I got caught out on a few. I'm not going to lie. But right, so the next section is the Champions 15-16 season. We won't forget the season. Whether we will remember the questions, we're about to find out. So your starter, Daniel.
Might not remember all the facts, mate. But go on.
No. Yeah. Which player scored twice in the 2-2 draw with Southampton at St Mary's Stadium in the 15-16 season?
Ooh.
So it wasn't the 9-0.
Yeah. I think it's Vardy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I can show my at last I can show my nice drawing work there. So well done, Seth. Not as good as yours. But second question: who sang at the Premier League trophy presentation?
Andrea Bocelli.
Yes, it was. You see, we're cooking with gas now. Brad sat there thinking, I know all these. Number 3. What reward did the Leicester City players each receive for winning the Premier League in the 15-16 season?
They all got a BMW i8.
Do you know the model? No, I won't go on. It was actually, yes. Yeah. well done on that. Hey, we all wish we had bosses like that, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Right, great. You could be going full sweep here. Question number 4. What was the longest run of consecutive wins achieved by Leicester during the season, the 15-16 season?
9.
Sorry, say that again, sorry.
9.
9. And I did ask you to say that again because it was 5. So I wasn't sure what you said. But hey, a strong 3 points. Let's see if anybody in the comments is having a go. Yeah, Craig's got Vardy, and he's got BMW. So don't be worried. They say the winner stays on. That's the idea of the game. So whoever wins this stays on and is then up against Craig. But I mean, that's a bit like sort of knocking out Frank Bruno and then finding that you're up against Mike Tyson. Very well done, sir. So we'll bring Brad in. I bet you knew all them, didn't you, Brad?
You know what? We both put exactly the same because I said 9 as well. I'm not kidding you. I put 9 down on my whiteboard here, and I was writing an essay. If you caught an eye on me in the back room, Chris, that's because I was writing. It was actually a customized black and blue BMW. They were all exactly the same, weren't they? That was the uniqueness about them. It actually made them all
right, sir.
Must have been a nightmare getting in your car at the end of the day.
Flashing lights trying to find out who's who.
Yeah, you did that is the typical time you stand there and flash the indicator thing, try and get in. Right, Brad, are you ready for yours?
Ready as I'll ever be, mate.
Yeah, that was a good run for Danny, by the way. That was 3 points. Well done, Danny. Oh, now this is a long question.
Oh, for God's sake.
Only the question that's long. The answer might not be. N'Golo Kante was praised for his performance during the season. But how many goals did he score for the club in the 15-16 season? So N'Golo Kante was quite rightly praised for his performance during the season. But how many goals did he score for the club in the 15-16 season?
I'm just trying to think because here
we can
I'm trying to remember the team. I can. What I'm seeing, I'm just thinking. Right, I know, and I'm trying to just rack through some more just to see if I can see him scoring. 1.
1 is correct.
Watford, I believe, as well.
Was it Watford?
I think
I can't remember. It doesn't say who it was against. No, it doesn't say who it was against.
I was just, if you said 2, I was going to cry a little bit because I couldn't remember any more than Watford because Gomez let it slip underneath him. It was like the worst shot he could have scored from. That's the only one that stood out.
And Andrew said 2. Sorry, Andrew. No, you weren't right, sir. Apparently, Southampton is 1-1 with Brentford. Doug is saying. Question number 2. In the 15-16 Premier League title-winning season, Jamie Vardy set a new record for the highest number of consecutive goals. Goals in consecutive Premier League matches. What was his record?
It's 11. It's heaven, Jamie Vardy. It was 11, scoring 11 consecutive games.
If you'd have got that wrong, sir, you would have had to have been. You would have had to have been thrown out the Leicester City fan club.
Yeah, I would have. I'd have handed him a membership and everything.
So look at this. The Foxes are piling up. Number 3, sir. Who was Leicester City's top goal scorer in the 15-16 Premier League season?
Jamie Vardy.
Yes, it was. Well done.
Yeah, his penalty cost him the golden boot, I think, didn't he? When he missed the second one. Hit it with too much nerves, I remember.
Yes, he would have. I think he would have drawn one to with
Kane. They tied it with Kane.
Yes. Yeah. Right, we're getting up to nosebleed time here. Question number 4. What was Leicester City's biggest loss in the 15-16 Premier League season?
5-2 defeat to Arsenal.
Yes, it was. Oh, Daniel held the lead for not very long. And the final one, you're going to go for a clean sweep on here. You don't get any bonus points, but you do have the badge of honour, as they say. How many goals were scored by Riyad Mahrez in the 15-16 Premier League season?
Oh, I'm going to have to take a stab at this. I've got one number that's sticking out to me, so I'm just going to say it. 16.
Oof. Oh, mate. 17.
Oh!
Was that a fist bump? I think I just saw Daniel do a fist bump then. Did I
Well
see that,
played,
Daniel?
Well
that
played,
was
mate.
unlucky.
Well-
That was unlucky. But wrong. What can I say? Unlucky, but wrong. Let's have a look. Dug out when Andrew says he scored 13 and 11. All right, showing off, Andy, showing off. And Doug said 10. I tell you what, Andy, if you want to come on, message me, put a little note in the chat, and I'll have you down for one of these coming up.
Yeah, that is fact. It was 13 goals in the 11 games.
It was. He scored a couple of twos, didn't he? Right. So the next topic is Champions League. Oh, those were the days, weren't they? Right, Daniel. Are we ready?
Okay.
Which three teams were in Leicester City's 16-17 UEFA Champions League group?
Oh, bloody hell. My mind's just gone blank.
You can see it, can't you? But yes, you can't.
Yeah. Club Bruges.
That is one,
Was
yes.
one of them.
Oh, Brad's showing off here
Yeah.
in the green room. It's not your question, Brad.
I can't bloody think, mate. Oh dear. Seville? No, that wasn't Seville because they were in the. No, forget that one, mate. My mind's gone blank.
No, he is just stating away or whatever it said in the green room. Shout them out, Brad.
This is where I'm wrong. You watch me be wrong here.
I was going to say after all this, yeah.
It was Club Bruges, FC Porto, and FC Copenhagen.
Yes, it was. But you don't get a point for it.
And as soon as you said it, and I was like, as soon as you said Seville, I was like, oh no, it's gone in his mind. When you got Bruges, I thought he might get the other two now because that's normally the one that people forget where they are.
Yeah. Right. So Craig got it right. Copenhagen, Bruges, Porto, but Andrew got it wrong. Is that Bruce? Bruce, Seville, and Porto. I think he means Bruges. I think FC Bruce. Do you remember them? Good game. Right. So I need then on the Champions League to bring young Daniel back in again.
Daniel.
So FC Bruce, eh? FC Bruce. My God.
I know, right? Remember them?
Yes.
Played Delk Visual up front.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Against which opponent? Here we go. Against which opponent did Leicester City switch to a 3-4-3 formation in their 16-17 Champions League campaign? Mate, I wish I gave you 2 points if you get this. But you are Mr. Tactics.
I'm going to have to specify if it was the home or away leg, aren't I?
No.
It's potentially one of the 5 opponents we face then. Is that what I've got to make? It's one of them. Or did you say it was a group stage?
No, the question is, against which opponent did Leicester City switch to a 3-4-3 formation in their 16-17 Champions League campaign? I don't need to know if it's home or away, but it is one of the teams we played during the whole campaign.
I've got a strange feeling about the game, and it's one or two that's going right.
You can get a cream for that, you know.
I know, right? I'm just thinking, I'm torn between because one game was a really, really changed team, and the other one was, well, it was a strong side that we played as well. And I'm just torn between which one did we decide to go with a 3 at the back for, because I remember Fuchs playing in one, but it's such a rotated side against them. I'm going to kick myself if it's the other one, but I'm going to go for Seville.
Seville. What would your other choice have been?
Porto.
Both wrong.
Oh, that's all right. I'm fine with that then. I'm fine with that. My logic thinking was Seville away and Porto away because we had such a changed side out against Porto that maybe we tried to get 3.
I thought when I was sort of having a little look through these earlier, I actually looked at that question and I would have said Porto myself. So I know where you were coming from with that. So it's all to play for, and it's 3 points to Daniel and 4 points to Brad. And please don't end up as a draw, because I don't know what I'm going to do if it's a draw. And Andy said,
did you know that? Did you know who it is without it being?
I hadn't got a clue.
You should have said yes and psyched him out. But right, the next category is goals.
Oh.
You see, you're both really happy about that.
This will be a short round for me.
I've got a memory of a goldfish.
Right, sir. Goals, your first question.
Okay.
Who is Leicester City's top goal scorer of all time? Of all time.
I think it's one of the authors.
And it's not Daily.
No, Arthur Chandler.
Whew, well done, sir. You dragged that one out of the back of your brain, didn't you? Well done.
I did. Thank you, mate.
Question number 2 on goals for Daniel. Who scored the most goals for Leicester City in a single season as of the end of the 18-19 season? So who scored the most goals in one season for Leicester City?
Yeah.
For the whole season, but only up to the end of the 18-19 season.
18-19?
Up to the end of the 18-19. So it can be from 1868 up to 2017-18.
Wow. Just repeat the question again, mate.
Of course I can. Yeah. Who has scored the most goals for Leicester City in a single season as of the end of the 18-19 season, or up to the end of the 18-19 season?
Arthur Rowley, as a guess.
Well, you went for the first Arthur for question number 1.
Yep.
You went for the second Arthur for question number 2. You hadn't obviously, heard of the player we had, Arthur Daly, sort of during the 70s, did you? But Arthur Rowley is correct, sir. Well done.
Wow. I've amazed myself.
You amazed my Alexa that much it went off then. Question number 3. What is the highest number of goals scored by a single player in home games alone in the Premier League in one season? So it's any time we were in the Premier League for one season, what was the most goals scored by any one player?
Any one player? Do I have to name the player?
No. Hang on, let me just check this question. In home games, okay. And I think this, I tell you what, I'm actually going to ask you another question. Okay. Only because I am very, I think that is very, I think that's wrong, because I think that's one of those out-of-date sort of questions, which I can do if I think it's wrong. Right, this is your third question then. Who is the youngest player to ever score for Leicester City?
Ooh. Jeez. Gary Lineker, as a guess.
That would have been a good guess. Andrew says if it's a draw, rock, paper, scissors. So, like that one. Like that one. You said Gary Lineker, and you wrong, I'm afraid. It was David Buchanan at the age of 16 years.
I would have never got that, mate.
No, I don't think I would have done either. That other one, by the way, where it was, and if you agree with this, Brad, what was the highest number of goals scored by a single player in home games alone in the Premier League in one season? Now, they've got the answer down as 3, but I think that
I was going to say 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you're telling me that whoever...
Yeah, I know.
So that question, that doesn't sound right at all, 3, because...
It doesn't, no, which is why I didn't ask it, because I honestly think that we've obviously had some better seasons since this was done.
I tell you what, though, mate, I went Arthur on both the first 2 questions, but I went the wrong way around for both.
Well, let's see what you can do on this one. So, as Daniel
shortly, Danny, don't worry.
Right, Brad. Here we go. Question number 1 for you on goals. How many hat tricks has Jamie Vardy scored for Leicester City? Again, I'm moving on because I think that's an out-of-date question as well.
Yeah, because it won't have anything recent, will it?
Yeah. Who has the record for scoring the quickest ever debut goal for Leicester City? I'm pretty sure this hasn't been beaten. So the quickest, not just the quickest goal, it's the quickest ever debut goal.
God, this could be anybody. This literally could just be anybody who had a lightning goal debut. There's one that's standing out. I know he scored pretty quickly. Chris Wood,
who today has actually joined Newcastle. So we're not facing him at the weekend.
And if I remember rightly, didn't he score a hat-trick on his debut? I think it was like Bristol City away or something.
He may well have done. Unfortunately, he wasn't that quick at it.
It's the only one that can come to mind, mate. It's the only one that can come to mind.
You know, there's questions where you kick yourself afterwards. I think this could be one of those moments. Craig actually has got it wrong. Craig's gone Joe Dodo. Oh, Dodo, it's not. It was actually Sol Bamba.
No, I'd never have got that. His debut was in the cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't Joe Dodo. No, it was Sol Bamba. Sol Bamba, 45 seconds versus Manchester City in 2011.
Yeah, but that was the FA Cup. Oh, it's debut though, isn't it? He didn't specify it was league, dumber.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fair enough. I thought I concentrate on the Premier League, and I'm certain our Premier League one is probably someone like this.
You need to listen to the questions. Did your teacher never tell you that?
What?
Pardon? Right. So we are back to Daniel.
Hey.
I know who's thinking now, good God, if I win this, I've got to do it all again. He's sat there thinking, come on, Brad, come on.
Come on, Brad. What are you thinking now, Brad?
It's not very often where one contestant is texting the answers to another one. But, oh dear, let's have a look here. What have we got? Craig, now then, this is throwing the gauntlet down. This quiz is too hard. Bring back the race. This is less. I mean, the race. I gave you multiple choice answers. This, I don't know, Craig. Honestly, he can't. Maybe he's not feeling as confident as I thought he would be. So the next section up, gentlemen, is history. Oh, so Daniel, your first question on Leicester City history.
Okay.
When was the last time that Leicester City were crowned champions of England before the 15-16 season?
They were never were champions of England.
Indeed, never was one.
Hmm.
So, I've given you a cross, sir, and that should have been a yes. So, question number 2. Brad sat there thinking, oh, wow, I wanted that one. Question number 2. What year was the club first established?
Oh, 1888.
Sorry, say that again, sorry.
1888.
It is incorrect, sir.
Oh, no.
It was 1884. You need to go down to the bar at the ground, don't you? But somebody who remembers it opening, Brad. Good evening, welcome back. You were there opening night, weren't you?
Danny, mate. Oh, Danny. That one, I was writing it down, going, yeah, he's going to say 84, and as soon as he said 88, I just went, huh? I did not expect him to do that. Oh,
it's different when you.
It's
when
different
the
under
pressure's
pressure.
on, isn't
It made me double guess it for a second. I was like, hold on. He said that pretty confidently. It made me double guess it, mate. I was like, hey, what's the quiz doing to me?
Craig only wants to do this if I give him multiple choice answers, I think. 1884, says Andrew, quite rightly. And Craig cut the ribbon. Oh, Andrew, I never said that. I never said that, Craig. Wasn't me, sir. Right, here we go, Brad. And your turn on history. Question number 1. When did Leicester Foss first get promoted to the top division of English football?
Are you taking a mick? That's the question I get after he gets there. Oh.
It's there, mate. It's there. Look, I'm sorry.
You know, sod it. Just because he said it, 1888.
Oh, 1907-08. And mate, I feel your pain there because
that's horrible. Them questions a 5-year-old should know. Oh, sorry, Danny. I'm joking.
Can I just say that Danny didn't know 1884. So...
I know, but I've been stitched up. It's a fraud. It's fixed. Well, stop putting money in his PayPal account.
It did make me giggle, as I remember all the quizzes you mentioned with that. Oh, would you have known that, Daniel? 1907-08?
No, not a clue.
Right.
I told you I've got a memory of a goldfish, mate.
Coming up, it's international duty or nationality.
Okay.
Right. I tell you what then, Brad. I'm going to give Daniel the second set of questions here, and then you can have the first set in a minute.
Oh, yeah, this is where I get asked about a player I've never heard of and how many international caps he had for this country, and then Danny's going to get what nationality is Jamie Vardy. I'll see how he's stitching this up.
Right, I'll put you back to the top one then. I'm putting Daniel back to the top one. Don't complain.
Give him the choice.
No, I'm fine. I'm joking. I'm only.
Which one do you want? Go on then, Brad. We'll give you the choice. Honestly, petulant kids, Danny?
I like to play that role. I'll take choice 2.
Left or right? Left or right?
Left.
Which was so, Danny. You're getting this one. Here we go then. Get rid of Brad. He can go and sit on the naughty step for a little bit. You know. Straight to bed for you after this, young Bradley. Right. Which country, Danny, did Wes Morgan represent at international level?
Jamaica.
No, she went of her own accord.
If I get that wrong, my missus would kill me.
Yes, indeed, it is. Did you make her, or did she go of her own accord?
Yeah.
Question number 2. You can't just say, Brad, these are the way you chose this, so don't you dare have a go at me about these questions. Which national team, I'm just looking at Brad there, which national team does Kasper Schmeichel play for?
Denmark.
It is. Sorry, Brad. You still with us, Brad?
Yeah. I hate you. This is just. I reckon it didn't even matter which hand I picked, did you? Went, well, they're the easy questions, so I'll give them to the. Oh, see how it is.
No, you
I'll see how
have
it is.
You chose them.
No, he swapped them off camera. I'll see how it is. It's going to behaviour.
Okay. Number 3.
Mhm.
Which country does I don't believe this. Which country does Johnny Evans represent at international level?
Northern Ireland.
Yes. I'm gonna go straight off at the end of this and hide. Larissa. Number 4. Oh, am I going to get a full house on this?
I've only got 2 foxes. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Give me a chance to get me fox up. I'm still laughing at Brad's face. Which nation did Christian Fuchs play for?
Austria.
Yes, he did. There we go, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. And your 5th and final question.
Mm-hmm.
Which country is Admiral Musaki from?
What?
Yes. He has actually a couple of seasons ago. You might have said who, but he has appeared in the match day squad this season. Which country is Admiral Musaki from?
I believe he is from Gambia. No idea.
You sounded very knowledgeable there. And you said what?
Gambia.
No, you didn't say Gambia, did you?
Yeah, I did. No, what did you want me to say?
I mean, I don't
Zimbabwe.
know how you got that, but it was wrong. It was Zimbabwe.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah, apparently, yep, Zimbabwe.
Secondly. I know you couldn't take that answer, but I did say that.
You said Gambia first.
I said Gambia first, and then I said Zimbabwe.
As I said at the start, I have to take your first answer.
I know you did. I know you did, mate. But it wasn't a bad guess, was it? Because I had not a clue.
Right, Brad. Question for you here, Brad, is actually an audience question for you here. Craig says, have we had anyone play for North Macedonia?
Not yet. Not yet. Working on it. I'm working on it, right? I've got my contacts at the club. I'm working on it.
You got your contacts in North Macedonia. Those mafia links are... right. So, God, oh my God. Here we go, then. Brad, remember, you pick these questions. Does Harvey Barnes play for his national games for England or Scotland?
England.
He does indeed. Although he does qualify for Scotland, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's granddad, I think.
Yeah. Number 2. Which continent is Ricardo Pereira's national team in? Which continent?
European.
It is, yes.
I nearly forgot the continents then.
I know. I think I was expecting you to go out and say, "Oh, Portugal," without thinking. Number 3. Which continent holds the most number of players in Leicester City's 18-19 squad?
I'm going to say Europe. I'm pretty sure.
You pretty sure you're correct, sir? And I left a fox off you there. There we go. Adding 2 on for you there. Do you remember Fusian Diabate?
Who?
But again, on which continent is his country based?
Sorry, who? I didn't catch the name.
You just want to make me say it again, don't you? Because you know I'm struggling on these. Fusion Diabate.
Oh, Vicente Diabate. I remember him.
Diabate?
Sorry. Diabate, yeah. Diabetes.
Yeah, he
was
had
his
the
nickname.
most amazing, debut again for Leicester player, but it was against Peterborough United.
What was the question? What
continent?
What continent? Africa.
Is thing. It is.
It was Mawali, I want to say. I butchered that probably.
You know me, I'm not going to argue at all with you. I'm going to say you were correct. Okay, how many African players? Sorry, I'll repeat that. How many Nigerian players were in Leicester City's 18-19 squad? How many Nigerian players are in Leicester City or were in Leicester City's 18-19 squad?
Oh no! So we didn't. Did we have Kaluchi in Actor at 18-19? I don't think so. I think it's. It all depends on whether we still had him as a player. I'm going to say 2.
Yes, correct. You've got a straight run of 5. Well
Great.
done.
If I'm right in thinking, it's Ndidi. It wouldn't have been Iniacho, but it would have been the player you always refer
No,
to.
I'm sure we had Iheanacho then, didn't we?
If we did, then the other one I was torn between 2 and 3 because what was his name? Ranieri signed him and he scored 2 goals on his debut. Musa, wasn't Ahmed Musa a Nigerian as well?
Yes,
I don't know if he had left at that point, and that's what I was torn between whether if he was still there, had we signed Iniacho, or had he left, and then we just signed Iniacho. So I had to go.
Iniacho didn't, yeah. And then of course it was Ndidi, but now then that's got Danny worried, hasn't it?
No.
He's thinking, thank God for that. Craig's gone very quiet. I don't know whether he's not getting them or not.
Craig doesn't want to play anymore.
I actually thought there was 3. I thought we'd got Musa and all of them. Then.
I actually think Ian actually was the year after the season after the signing. I actued it in my head that we had Musa and Indeed.
I don't think thinking about it. I don't think we had Musa and Iniacho at the same time, did we?
No, so that's what I couldn't clock them ever being on like the bench or the same team sheet together. So it just didn't.
Yes,
that's why I stuck with 2 because I just couldn't imagine all 3 of them on the same line-out.
I remember thinking when we signed Kelechi that I'm looking forward to seeing him play with Vardy, and of course he never did he? But there we go. Well done, 5 to Brad there. So the next category. Stadiums.
Oh, this could go either way. That depends on the questions.
Yes, it could. That's the idea of most quizzes, I think. Brad.
Damn it! I figured it out. I thought I was going to on there.
I think it's level now, Brad.
Is it?
Well, do you want a total so far?
Yeah, go on then.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to Daniel. 9 to Brad.
I thought he called me up with that.
Yeah, I needed that. That's got me back into it. It wasn't.
That's got back you into it, yeah. So, Danny, I'll let Brad first of all. Last time have a choice. So, would you like left or right?
Left. Danny. Sorry, I thought you said me. Sorry, Danny.
I'll go for left. I'll go for left.
Sorry, totally did it.
Oh, the mind games are starting here. The mind games are starting.
Oh no, mine's turned to dust, mate.
Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if Danny got the easy one having done that? I would laugh and laugh and laugh. But Terry, just confirmed. Daniel's got 10 and Brad has got 9. So here we go with the question.
Out of a possible 30.
5. Yes, you're quite right.
I wasn't great.
I maybe kept that point quiet, actually.
Hey, it's less than I thought. I thought this was going to be the last round.
It's like you say, well, yeah, I came second in that race. I'm not telling anybody it was an OAP race.
Or a two-person race.
Yeah, yes. Right, here we go then, sir. Stadium. I'm almost tempted to bring Brad back in just to see his reaction for this question. What is Leicester City's current stadium called?
Oh, King Power Stadium. The answer's there on the screen.
Yes, it is actually. well noted. I moved on that graphic, didn't I? Right. Number 2. Where did the club first play their home games?
I think they used to play. I've got a feeling they played at the cricket ground. Don't tell that as an answer yet. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling they played at Grace Road to begin with, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to say Filbert Street. So
no, they did play, I think, a little bit at the cricket ground, but the answer was Victoria Park.
Well, there you go.
Brad is so wishing that he'd got this set of questions. Sorry, Brad.
I have it written down. It's the reason why they had the celebration at the park itself. Leicester Foss originated in Victoria Park.
Really? Is that why? I thought it was just because it was the biggest space available.
I mean, that helped, but that's why Victoria Park was where they ended the stadium, the tour with the trophy from the stadium. Yeah. That's why the party was there.
When you come to think, if we started off playing on what would be equivalent to a Sunday league ground on a park, and we were founded in a shed, and look where we've come now. Yeah. It is quite amazing. Right, so let's hand it over to Brad then. Brad, stadiums.
Oh God, here we go. I'm not going to get King Power, am I?
Well, you kind of are. In which region of Leicester is the King Power Stadium based?
In which region?
Yes.
You need to explain that question.
Postcode, I think it means. Well, it does. So when it says in which region, which postcode area? So when you're writing the address out for the King Power and Ellie, whatever, what area is it in? So it is King Power. I'm not asking you for the one for Victoria Park.
I'll have a better chance of remembering it.
Have you written to the club recently?
Do you know what the most important thing is? And I just rest assured, my eyes are not nearly good enough to see all the details on it. But I can guarantee you for a fact that the postcode is probably on that actual standing billboard.
It actually is
probably somewhere in there. I actually am useless with postcodes. Never interested me something like that. So
well, I don't think any of us are particularly.
I remember the annoying thing is I remember actually having one of them back of the door plaques that you could put on there that actually had Filbert Way and what it is.
Yeah.
Can't remember the number.
Filbert Way, LE.
Yeah, I know that part, and then it's total guess because it kind of works, I guess. LE3.
Well, you dug that out. You should have left it buried. It was the wrong answer.
I thought it was. I honestly, it was like, I know the postcode's LE. I lived there, but fucked if I can remember.
LE2. So you were
one out.
Close.
Unlucky, mate.
Oh dear. You were giggling away then, Danny.
I can't help it, can I? It's like I'm drawn to them, mate.
Brad, I thought I thought you'll win this one. You'll finally win a quiz with me here.
I can win the quizzes if I know all the questions and steal points. I've got 2 points and be dying.
I tell you what, I'll let you have the questions in advance next time. Right.
Yeah, I still get them wrong.
Danny will go first, but Brad, do you want left or right?
Right.
So you want the right. Okay, so I'm putting that down. This is the left still, and this is for you, Danny. And this is on Legends. Legends. You know the man that invented the windowsill? He's a ledge. It's the way I tell them. Right.
Oh,
Here we go.
on that note.
On that note, to get back to the quiz. I'm sorry. But Brad, I have to play, and I've been very kind in not playing anything. But Brad, I have to play this for you. I really do.
Wrong questions.
Here is your question. Which Leicester City legend, Danny, is now the face of Walker's Crisps?
Gary Lineker.
Yes. I know you can't see it, but I can see Brad. You know, I'm giving him every chance here in picking the...
He picked the question.
In picking the question. Oh, so Walker's Crisps. He's going to hate me. He really is. Let me put a fox up for you there. So I think you deserve that. Andrew, just looking back, actually, Andrew got Ellie too. Well done, mate. I think it probably helps if you actually live in Leicester, which neither myself or Brad do. That's an excuse, isn't it? Right. Yeah, so, second question. Let me just... Andrew, that joke was worse than mine. Question number 2. Which Leicester City owner... Which Leicester City club owner led the club to its first ever Premier League title? I'm doing my best not to laugh.
Kunvishai.
I want you to pronounce his surname and then spell it for me. Yes. I'll tell you what, if you got that on Scrabble, you'd win in one go. God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Coon. We love you to bits. We miss you dearly. And of course, it's correct. Oh, please let the next one be hard. It's a long one. Though this is Who Am I? You see, that's an easy. You should have said Chris there, and you'd got a point. So, who am I? I was part of the Bloomfield era. Sorry.
That's the legend, mate.
I'm a legend. I don't know about anything else. But I was part of the Bloomfield era. I played as an attacking midfielder. I was signed in 1971. I was awarded an honorary freedom of the city of Leicester.
Alan Birchinall.
Along with Engelbert Humperdinck and Sue Townsend. Who am I? And you said Alan Birchinall, and you are quite correct, sir. I would not have got that, I've got to be honest with you. I'm too young.
Do you know?
Question.
Well, he actually signed the year I was born, 1971.
Oh, God, now you are making me feel old, mate. Thank you. Question number 4. Which fan favourite striker did the club sell to Wolverhampton Wanderers in 2001?
Sold to Wolverhampton Wanderers?
Yep. Which fan favourite striker did the club sell to Wolverhampton Wanderers in 2001?
Boy, can't remember us selling anybody towards other than that Corica.
Indeed, we did.
Yeah. Was he a fan's favourite?
In fairness, it was my favourite. I did like him.
I'm gonna have to say him, mate, because I can't think of anybody else we sold to Wolves.
I would never have got this. I have to be honest with you. Nor did you. It was Dean Sturridge.
Leicester legend? Come on, Dean Sturridge, a legend. Well, I call foul on that question, mate.
It's what it says here, mate. It's what it says here. Don't blame them. I can just say, in a way, I'm glad you got that wrong, because the answer to the next question was Gary Lineker again, and I'm sure Brad would have had an epileptic fit. So that was 3, sir. So well done. Let's bring Brad in. Who's the son of the... No, I'm not going to ask you that. Right, sir. Here we go for Brad and Legends. Are you ready?
No.
What were the odds on Leicester City winning the Premier League title before the start of the 15-16 season?
They were 5,000 to 1.
They certainly were. And don't we all wish we'd had a bet on it?
Yeah.
Question number 2. Who am I? I made my debut for Leicester City against Everton in May 1966. Age 16, and I had over 125 England appearances.
Gary Lineker.
Everybody went for Ewan Roberts. Craig's off to revise. All the best, Craig. Take care, mate. Hope everything's better for you. Gary Lineker.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue, mate.
Well, Gary Lineker's the same age as me. And if he made his debut in 1966, he would have been our youngest ever player at 5 years old.
I ain't got a clue, mate. I couldn't tell you.
Peter Shilton. Do you not remember, Brad? You had a quiz recently, and that was almost exactly the same question. And the answer was Peter Shilton.
Doesn't mean I remember it, mate. I struggle when it comes to really early days of the club. I know certain random facts, but I didn't have a clue.
No, I would have only guessed that because of some bizarre reason. I happen to know that Peter Shilton at one time was the most capped England player. One of those weird things that just sticks in my head. So there we go. And Danny, I didn't see you laughing in the background there, did I?
You might have done a little bit. I was shouting, Peter Shilton, Peter Shilton. He didn't hear me.
Right, here we go then. So two sections to go. Can we see a great escape come back from Brad? We are now, gentlemen, on to managers.
Ooh.
So we are on to managers.
Oh, God, look.
I know. I'm sorry. It was the only picture I could find with like different managers all together, and I couldn't be bothered to make one up myself. But Rob Kelly, who remembers Rob Kelly, eh? By
caretaker, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think he was manager. Was made manager.
No, he managed us to. Rob Kelly managed us in. It was in between the really dross area when we barely stayed up. I think it was It was only like 8 months in charge or something like that. I don't think he
did a bit of a Craig Shakespeare, didn't he? Because he was coach and then he cared. But I think he went on to manage Preston as well. But I digress. No. So who are we going to give the choice to? I suppose it's Danny's choice, isn't it? Left or right?
I'll go right.
You'll go right. So here we go. Please let these be hard. Please, God, if you love me, let these be hard. Okay, then, here we go. How many goals were scored by Leicester City during Claudio Ranieri's tenure as manager? And I can give you a choice here. 114, 123, or 130. So how many goals were scored by the club, by Leicester City? And obviously we're only looking at sort of, first team goals here. During Ranieri's tenure as manager, 114, 123, or 130?
114.
114 you are going for. You shouldn't have done. It's wrong. Oh, you're letting Brad back in. Let's just see.
Go on, Brad.
Did Brad get that?
I just remember us having a lot of 1-0 wins, so I didn't think it could
that's the
possibly
thing, yes.
be as high as. If it was a lower one, if it was like 119 or something, I might have been tempted to it, but I just ruled it out. So I went 114 as well. So no, it wouldn't help me out.
We started off we were letting a lot of goals in, but we were scoring a lot. But then we did go on a run where it was 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Right, Brad. Oh, this could be your gateway back into the game. Let's have a look. So, your questions on managers. Question number 1. How many Northern Irish managers have Leicester City had? And I can give you a multiple choice here. 2, 4, or 7. So like a step song, isn't it? 2, 4, 7, 8.
What year is that up to though? Because we've had a few questions that are cutting it off at 19 and
yeah.
That's my only issue with that.
In fact, you're quite right, sir, because I'm going to give you the choice that I can change the numbers there, or I can ask you another question.
Do you want to just make it another question? Because you have to change like the answer. It'll probably really give it away.
It is a very good point, actually. I thought I'd picked them out earlier, and I didn't see that one. But of course, we've currently got a Northern Irish manager.
Yeah, that's the only reason I've said it, mate. Just because some of these questions have been.
And I think these are up to like 18, 19 by looking at the way some of the questions are worded. So I do get it. Question number 2. I'm going to pick another.
This category's not gone through there.
Well, no, it's a very ambiguous question, if you like.
I would agree with you if I could remember what the word ambiguous meant.
Two titles. No, that is very ambiguous. So, here we go then. Martin O'Neill became Leicester City manager in which season?
He became Leicester manager in the 95-96 season.
Yes, he did. I guessed at 96-97. So
playoff final was Palace was 96. That's the only reason I knew it was before. It had to be the number before because the playoff was 96.
Right. Which manager was responsible for the signing of Leicester City's all-time top goal scorer, Arthur Chandler?
Oh, okay. Well, that took a drastic turn. I just might as well update my own score. I don't even get an option like fucking Danny does. What's this all about? Jesus.
Yeah, you got an option. Just the wrong question.
Gordon Milne?
No, and to be honest with you, I don't blame you struggling on that one. It was Peter Hodge.
I literally just threw out one name that stuck by me when I used to go down the aisles of the in the executives, and I just remember Gordon Milne at one point was a manager, player, coach, or whatever, something like that. So
the next question that I didn't ask you was, who are Leicester's most decorated managers by number of trophies won? But again,
which would have been Martin O'Neill, wouldn't it?
Well, there was 2, Martin O'Neill and Nigel Pearson, because Nigel Pearson won 2 for us. League 1 and League 2. But then, do you include Brendan Rodgers in that? Because he's got us trophies. He's got us the FA Cup and, of course, the English Super Cup.
Yeah. That's
true.
So
that's why
the answer would have still been 2, and technically Martin O'Neill was I think the most successful in terms of. Yeah, because he would have won the because he won the playoffs as well.
Didn't say he won playoffs as well, didn't he? Yeah.
So he had 3, didn't he? Because he won 2. He won us 3. So
I'm going to write to the club and complain. We are down to the last section.
Oof, well.
And this has gone quicker than
how many does he need to catch me?
I'm not
going to tell you the scores because if you do, you'll know to get some wrong. It is very tight. It could go either way still. So, Brad, I'm going to give you the choice on the last one, left or right.
Right.
So you want right. So left goes to Danny here on transfers. Okay. So here we go. Question number 1. Which Welsh international fullback joined Leicester City for a then club record fee in December 1965?
You're having a laugh. What a fucking Scooby-Doo. Taff Williams.
Hey, come on, I mean, in fairness, Brad's had questions like this. So, which Welsh international fullback joined Leicester City for a then club record fee in December 1965? And I have heard of him at least. Guess. You can have a guess, certainly.
No, I can't even guess. I can't think of anybody Welsh.
Tom Jones?
Jones. Somebody Jones or Williams. I don't know.
Ewan Jones. Oh, that great Welsh fullback of the 1960s. I would never have got that, in fairness, but I do know the guy, Peter Rodrigues.
I have heard of him, to be fair.
With the great
Welsh. He doesn't
great Welsh sounding name, that. He looked like he was Mexican, and his name didn't sound Welsh. So, have you let Brad in? Oh,
Brad, win the bloody thing, for God's sake.
No. I'm sorry, Danny, you're going on to the next round, mate. If that's the question standard we've got.
It is very, very close.
You stitched me up there with that one.
I think, in fairness, it was no more than you probably deserved. There we go. So, Brad, do you want to know how many you need, or
no? I'm just going to try and get them all right, and
that's all you can do. Get them all right, and you will win. So you're within 5. Good evening to Mike. How the devil are you? Welcome along, sir. Have you been doing darts, Mike? Did I see you doing darts earlier? Well, not you doing darts, but presenting a dart show. Anyway, let's see if Brad can get bully and get this right. Question number 1 on transfers for Brad. Who was Leicester City's most expensive transfer ever?
Oh, I think we've already had the answer to this, and with a different worded question. I'm going to say. Oh, I'm going to be wrong, aren't I? I'm going to be wrong. There's 2. There's only 2.
I don't know till you tell me. I can't. Who was Leicester's most expensive transfer?
You know what? I know at one time I'm pretty sure they both were, which means logically it'd have to be this answer, and I'd probably be up for disputing it if it's not. So Yuri Tillemans.
It was indeed, sir.
I instantly, my brain went to Slimani, and then I thought, hold on, no, I remember Yuri Tillemans being an answer before, so I can say Yuri, and that's the only reason I was like.
Slimani was the biggest waste of money.
Well, I don't know. Maybe a market value is on par with Adi Akinbaye, but
well, true. Mike, apparently, he is a massive darts fan. Good luck with that, mate. Hope it works out for you. And good evening, Niall. You're late. Have you got a note from your mother? So, question number 2. Oh, this is honestly, this is so close. You can tell how excited I am. I'm just hiding it very, very well. Question number 2, Brad. How many players have Leicester City signed that have played international football for Nigeria?
Well, I cannot think of any more than what I've already named. So I'm just double checking the database. I mean, if there's anyone really, really ridiculously early, like back in Leicester Foss early days, I ain't going to remember them anyway.
I don't think we were signing players from the AFCON League in those days.
So by that logic, my answer has to be 3.
You're going 3. Do you want to name them?
Musa, Iniacho, and Wilfred Ndidi.
I've got 4 here.
Who was the 4th then?
I don't. Let's bring Daniel in and see if. Do you know the 4th player?
I don't, mate. No, I don't.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Someone check the nationality on it. I could be wrong here, but I might have been a loan signing.
Amati?
No, he's Ghanaian.
He's not.
No, he's not. Is he? He's Nigeria.
He's Ghanaian. Search it up. He's Ghanaian. Because Craig will bounce it up. He was the right back that won the player of the tournament. Craig always brings it up.
Played the game. I thought. No, it was Iniacho. You're quite right. I'm getting my players mixed up. I can only go on the answer on here, which says 4. If anybody
can we have that research then, please? Because if that's supposed to be the 4th, then I kind of
no. I haven't got the no. It doesn't tell me the players. No.
Right.
No, Mike. No, you are quite right. Both of you. Mike said there he's from Ghana. I was getting too stuck. He's played a full game for Ghana in the AFCON, but Kelechi played today for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I saw
it's only because I know Craig always brings it up in the facts of thing. He always states that he was Ghanaian. That's why that's drilled into there. I'm trying to think. I actually reckon I know that it was like a loanee we had, and I think it's Kelvin Atuhu. We had a loan signing, played back 2 times. He was on loan from Man City. His name's just clicked in my head.
Was it an Archbishop?
No, Kelvin Atuhu. We actually had him on loan from Man City's academy, and I think he's the actual Nigerian. So yeah, it is 4. If he's the Nigerian, then it's 4.
But you'll kick yourself, according to Mr. Google. Do you want to have a guess, Danny? It's not going to be any points, but
I'm just Googling it myself.
It's just come up as Ahmed Musa.
Completely forgot he was Nigerian. Completely forgot he was Nigerian.
Well,
I thought it was alone.
He said Ahmed Musa. He said Ahmed Musa as his answer.
Yeah, Ahmed Musa, Nacho, and Ndidi. That's still only 3.
Yeah, we want another one.
We need another one.
Ndidi, Musa, Yakubu.
Oh, Yakubu, that was it. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, that was the one that was dodging the fucking bullet. He was the first one. Right, there you go. Then we got that cleared up because I thought, of course, well, if it was saying the mark on the sheet, I was that's wrong.
He was crying foul.
Hold on, no. Oh, I know why I didn't get Yakubu. He was a loan signing. I was just thinking of someone else because we never brought him.
No.
The question didn't specify loan or for just who.
Yeah, which is no good. I wouldn't have remembered until now, but it was just thinking, no, he was actually a loan. That's why I didn't think about it. But I'm sure someone else was also Nigerian. I'm sure Kelvin who was probably Nigerian. Obviously, I'm wrong if it's Yakubu, but I thought it was someone like that.
I'll tell you in a minute what nationality is.
Mike says Kelvin is, but I've never even heard of the player. So
Kelvin Atuhu, we had him.
He is Nigerian. Yeah, I can't remember.
So that's 5 then. He's wrong. If he played for Leicester, I'm sure Kelvin Atuhu was on loan at Leicester, and Yakubu was on loan at Leicester, so they weren't permanent.
That would have made it 5.
He's never been on loan. Oh, he was on. Yeah, he was on loan at Leicester in 2008 for 4 games.
So my question stands. Even though I was wrong, so was the question and the answer.
Well, no, the question was right. The answer was wrong.
You know what I meant? Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes. So I have to be honest with you. Can I just say it's almost worth giving you a point, Brad, for getting Kelvin and Tutu, whoever he was, because I've never heard of him.
I'm happy for him to have the point. Give him the point. Give him another question.
Well, even if I give him a bonus
I got it wrong at the end of the day. I was still wrong with my answer, but I did rule him out for loan signings. But I just, it's up to Craig.
The only reason I would say I would give him Brad a point for knowing this Kelvin and Tutu is because he still wouldn't have won. I'm going to. How do you spell his name?
Etuhu, E-T-U-H-U.
So hang on a second. Sorry, Kelvin, and how do you spell it? Oh, E-T-U-H-U. Former soccer player. Current team, Carlisle United. He's 33 years old. I've never heard of him.
Man City product. Like I said, he literally didn't. He probably didn't even play a game. I think he came on as a sub.
He had 10 appearances for him.
Oh, wow!
I've got 4 down here.
Mine says 10. 1 goal.
You see, you can't trust Wikipedia, can you?
No.
Well, I have to say the scores on the doors, Miss Ford, Brad. And they were harder than I thought, actually. But it is always harder when you're on, you're having to think about it off, at the top of your head. Brad got 12, but Daniel got 14.
Yeah, that's what I had the scores at. But
yeah. So
to be fair, I was wrong.
Daniel,
honestly, I'd have been happier if I'd have said 5 and then I could have corrected it. I'd have taken it. The fact that I knew it was, I should have remembered Yakubu. So well played, mate. It was really well done.
Well, it's very well played about it. It was just what luck.
No, some of the questions you got them off.
If you've got Gary Lineker questions, Brad.
Well, yeah. It is what it is at the end of the day. There was some probably I got wrong that Danny was getting right. Obviously one that he was shouting down the mic trying to give me the answer to, and vice versa. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it was fun. Tested the Leicester knowledge.
Mate. If you don't know it, you don't know it, do you? It's just one of them.
I'm just gutted. I in the quiz got some Nigerians because apparently that can't be wrong.
I have to say, I'm sending this back to the club and asking for a refund. Because it
doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense for that question to not include Musa as their answer, because all the questions in the quiz have answered with Musa.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't thought of Musa. The obvious ones are those that are playing now.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten Yakubu. I'd never even heard of Etutu, Desmond Etutu, or whatever he is.
Yeah. I forgot Yakubu. I remember Kelvin Etutu. Yeah.
But now, Daniel, you cannot say that you're going to be busy now for the rest of the year. You've got to have a night when you're free to take on Craig. But looking at some of Craig's answers,
just out of interest, just out of interest, what would my third question have been if you've not put the card up?
Hang on a second. What was it? Transfers.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see if I was trying to stretch out the dream, mate, just a little bit.
I was quite happy for you to have a point, mate, and carry on.
Yeah, of course you are. You've won, accept it. Has anyone ever not been as happy to win?
He looked at me delighted. You've seen Craig in the comments, so you should do all right. He doesn't like it about his multiple choices.
No. The third question was, get the magnifying glass back out again, they're that small. Leicester, oh God. You would have got this. Leicester City were due to sign Adrian Silva in the 2017 transfer window, but handed the paperwork in too late. How many seconds were they late?
14.
3, 14, 44, or 96? Yeah.
It was 14. It was his shirt number as well, didn't he? He did it for a laugh. He had his shirt number for that.
Yeah.
So I'd have been
well done, guys.
Even cooler.
Well, Danny has done a Greece and in the World Cup, and is it Greece or Denmark in the Euros? coming on at the last minute substitute and zooming through to win it there, which is something he didn't want to do. You could tell by his enthusiasm he didn't want to do. But you can come back and do it all again, Daniel. Brad, I don't know what I've got to do with you to win one of my quizzes. Can I just say it isn't personal?
I don't know either, mate, because I think I answered more of Danny's right than I did tonight. That's the way it worked out for me.
Just don't buy this from the club. That's all I'll say. Otherwise, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Do you know what I mean? And knowing that you're going to buy something that's going to be out of date in a season, you either update it or you don't make those sort of questions. But there we go. Well done, Danny. We will see you in the trying to defend your crown against Craig. Brad, you'll have to come back and give Craig a go at it.
I'll wait till next year. I'll keep revising. I'll keep going. I'm gonna find out how many minutes Stan Collins played. I'm gonna find out all sorts of weird and interesting facts.
You'll never get them ones.
I just couldn't believe how the easy ones did, in fairness, seem to keep going to Danny there.
Look at the draw at the end. They both picked their own fate. It is what it is. He played well.
He did.
He had a right one as well. So.
Bad luck, Brad. Thank you so much for staying at the last minute, Danny. And Brad, I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Radley ones.
Sorry, Danny.
I said the Arthur Chandler and Arthur Rowley ones.
Wow.
I was quite proud of them. Pulled them out of the bag. But
I mean, if you had got them two wrong, it would have had to have a decider.
Yeah, I know.
It's look at that. Like I said to you, mate, if I had been my set of questions, I got the first two the wrong way around anyway.
There we go. But no, thank you for jumping in at the last minute, Danny, and thank you for winning.
No worries, mate.
It's only because I can see you really didn't want to. And,
if you want to pull out with a vocal strain, Danny, don't worry, I'll step in again.
And just be careful, Danny, with your bathroom cupboards.
Yes.
All right, mate. All the best.
Cheers,
well played,
cheers, guys. See ya.
Take care.
You,
cheers.
Cheers. Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot, Brad. Thank you so much. God loves a trier.
I know, right? Just one of these days, this trial's going to get somewhere with it. For God's sake.
This is why I never do quizzes, you see, because I know I'm shit at them. And if we went head to head, mate, you would wipe the floor with me. You really would. But
no, you'd have the answers.
Sorry?
I said, no, you'd have the answers.
That is true. That is true. I will see you tomorrow night with Mr. Steve Linex at 9 o'clock.
At least I can do that right.
Yeah, you're winning. That's something you're winning at, mate. Hold on to that. Thanks very much, mate. All the best. Stay safe.
No worries. See you, mate.
Yes. Thanks a lot. Oh, that all I can say is that
unbelievable, Jeff.
I didn't get a chance to play that in the quiz. I missed that. But thanks to Danny, he did jump on at the last minute. I know he didn't want to win. He didn't want to do it again, which is even more funny, the fact that he did win. But thank him so much for popping on and helping us out. And as always, thank you to Brad. We are going to be back, like I say, tomorrow night with this. I'm there. Hello. Big up to you as well, Mike. Big up. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Doug, definitely. Niall says, this is good practice for me. Got a quiz on Sunday coming up on Devils United. Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that one. Yeah, and all being well, we'll be back at the weekend as well, obviously, with previews, and Dan will be joining us from Turf Moorhouse TV. You can catch me tomorrow night. Check out the Dugout Football channel on YouTube. Type in Dugout Football channel, it'll come up. I'm on his show tomorrow night, showing how awful I am at predictions. And they say 9 o'clock for our prediction show with Steve Lynix and Dan from 12 Morehouse TV joining us the weekend if the match doesn't get called off. But apparently, if we do it, we're bad. We're a bad team. We're not allowed to do it. Other teams do it. Apparently, it's okay. Big club bias. See you tomorrow night. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
That's all, folks.
Some people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now.